Hello. Let's start. Inhale and exhale a few times, moving the arms. Now interlace the fingers, extend the body towards the ceiling, come onto your tippy toes, and then step to the whole foot, head down, hands behind the neck. Hands behind the back, half circles with the head left and right. A few times. Open the arms wide and reach to the left and to the right side. Side bends, moving from the waistline. Try to not move your hips too much. Now come into standing position. We will lift the left leg. You can also support yourself with a chair or to the wall. So lift the left leg, bend the knee when it's up, extend and bring it down 8 times. Try to keep the foot horizontal to the floor. Slowly and with control. Now next exercise will be something similar, but the knee is bended. When you lift it up, then you extend, bend it again and drop it down 8 times. Again, if it's too hard to keep the balance, grab a chair or use the wall for support. You don't need to lift it too high, as high as it's possible for you. Just try to engage your waistline. Now keep the leg extended to the side. Hug your knee, the same knee. Find your balance. And then step back into high lunge. Body weight is in the middle. Fold forward, elongate the spine. And now twist. You can place hand on the floor, or the harder version is hands in prayer and trying to put your elbow behind the knee. Go back into high lunge, hands on the floor, the same left knee. Now is bended. Now we'll try to reach left and right elbow while keeping the plank 10 times. Now press the knee towards the chest and place it on the mat or on the floor. Extend the right leg back, straight leg. Now bend the knee around the back and extend it back, look forward. You can do the same thing from three-legged dog, the way I'm showing right now. 8 times. Choose the more convenient version for yourself. And of course the three-legged dog is a bit more challenging. Now keep the leg extended back or towards the ceiling. Bend the knee, lift it to the side, then bend again and lift it up. Extend it up. The same thing can be done on all fours, like I'm showing now. So bend and lift it to the side, then bend and extend it back. 8 times. Keep the leg extended back. Now come onto three-legged plank. Bend the knee towards the elbow and extend the leg back. You can do the same thing on all fours as I'm showing right now. Ten times. Now drop the right knee on the floor. Again, the leg is extended back, and now bend the knee to the side. We will do 8 lifts. Up and down. Now keep it up and do little pauses to the side. Extend it back. Step and try to lift into downward facing dog. Make sure that your back is straight. Extend the right leg up, step between your arms. And now move the weight onto the right leg and hug the left knee again. Place the ankle above the knee and bend the standing knee a little bit, trying to keep the back straight. You should feel stretch in your left thigh. Try to place your hands on the floor. Extend the standing leg if you can, and then go back into bended knee and slowly go up. Now inhale and exhale one more time. Inhale and exhale. And we continue with the same sequence of exercises on the other side. Side to side reaches. We start with lateral leg lifts, lifting the right leg, bending the knee when it's up, then extending it back and drop it down. 8 times. You can grab a chair or use the wall for support. Trying to use our waistline to lift the leg. Now we reverse the exercise, so bend the knee, lift it up, extend, bend, and drop it down 8 times. The same rule applies, so you're trying to keep the foot parallel to the floor. So toes are not pointed up or down, but just parallel to the floor. And now grab your knee, find your balance, step back into high lunge. Yeah, I couldn't find my balance. Extend the arms above the head, look up, now hands in front of the chest, and twist. Either place your hand on the floor and twist, or if If it's possible for you, place the opposite elbow behind the knee and look up. Keep the position a few seconds. Go back into high lunge, hands on the floor, the same knee, bend it, high plank, and now we try to reach one elbow and the other one 10 times to both sides. Now squeeze the knee towards the chest and drop it down. Extend the right leg back. Bend the knee towards the chest, round the back and extend it back. And look forward. You can do the same thing from three-legged dog or on your knees. 8 times. Squeeze the knee to the chest and then extend it back or up. Engage your core and intentionally try to use your abs. Now keep the leg up or extend it back, whatever is easier for you. Bend the knee, extend it up, bend the knee, lift it to the side. Try to not move the upper body too much. Now come into high plank. You can do the same thing with the knee on the floor again. I'm showing the easier version. Or keeping the high plank and bending the knee towards the shoulder and extending it back. 10 times. Now drop the left knee, bend the right leg to the side. 8 times, lift it up and down, bended knee, now keep it up in little pulses to the side. Extend it back, step and try to transition into downward facing dog. Extend the left leg up into three-legged dog, step between your hands, come up high lunge. Come into standing, grab your right knee, find your balance and then place your ankle above the knee. Slowly bend the standing leg, keep the back straight. If it's possible for you, try to reach the floor and then try to extend the standing leg. The other leg is still ankle above the knee. Now bend again the standing leg, come into the initial position and slowly go up. Now inhale and exhale, fold forward and grab your ankles, and we continue on our mats. Knees on the floor, hands exactly under the shoulders, knees under the hips, cat-cow, round the back and arch the back a few times. Now we continue with exercises on the floor, so lay down to your right side, so we will work with the left leg. Now make sure that you're in one straight line. The exercises: lift the hips, twist towards the hand which is supporting you, and then go back and drop the hips down. You can do the same thing while keeping the knee on the floor for support. It will make it a little bit easier. Otherwise, side plank, drop the hips, lift them up, and now try to reach with the elbow the hand. 10 times. Now keep the side plank few seconds. Make sure that your shoulders are on top of each other. Now lay down. Bend the knees in front of your body. Lift straight left leg up and down 16 times. Toes are pointed towards the floor. Now keep the leg up and just bend and extend the knee 16 times. Keeping the leg parallel to the floor. Now we continue with kicks forward. So bend the knee to the other knee and then extend it forward. Again 16 times. And now last exercise. Bended knee, lift it up and down. Now keep the leg up, place the knee on the floor, extend the lower leg and twist, look back, press the left knee to the mat. We're stretching a little bit. Now go back into straight line, extend the lower arm in front of you, the other hand behind the neck. We're lifting the lower leg and the upper body, so targeting the inner thigh and the waistline. 16 times. Again, make sure that you're in a straight line, otherwise you will not use the muscles that we are targeting. Now keep the leg and the body up. Lay on your back, left leg which was working, ankle above the knee. Press it to the chest. And then if it's possible, extend the leg and press again towards the chest. Now stand up into seated position, helping your hands twist and look back. Now we will change sides, so the same thing on the other side. Lay into one straight line, keeping your elbow on the mat. Now the next exercise is one-sided plank. Drop the hips, lift it up in one-sided plank, and then reach with the upper elbow to the floor. You can do the same thing while keeping your lower leg on the floor for support. Again, it's on the same line, it's just bend it, so the knee is the support. Let's start 10 times. One-sided plank, drop the hips, lift them up, now reach with the elbow towards the mat. Drop, reach. Now keep the side plank a few seconds. Make sure that your shoulders are on top of each other. Lay down into one straight line and bend the knees in front of your body. Extend the upper leg. Straight leg goes up and down, toes pointed towards the mat. 16 times. Now keep the leg up and just bend and extend the knee. Again 16 times. Trying to keep the leg parallel to the floor. Next exercise, bend knee to the knee and then extend it forward like a kick, 16 times. And last exercise from this sequence is lifting bended knee up and down. Now place the knee on the floor, the knee which was working, extend the other leg, lay down and twist, look back, try to extend the arm behind you. And now go back into one straight line. The lower arm is extended forward, again you're in a totally straight line. And trying to lift the lower leg and the upper body. 16 times. Keep it up and then lay all the way down. The right leg which was working, angle above the knee. Press it to the chest. Try to extend the leg and then press it again towards the chest. Come up, heel with your hands. Right leg step behind the left, twist. Push the knee a little bit with your elbow. And now we continue with 10 minutes. Sit-ups and crunches. Lay all the way down. Extend the arms above the head. Hug one knee. Lay down, then hug the other knee. And lay down again. We do this 16 times. Now hands behind the neck, bending the knee and reaching with the opposite elbow. If you can try to tap the knee and the elbow each time we lift. Otherwise, just try to reach as further as you can. Now hands under the hips, bend the knees towards the chest and then slide them forward and down, so extending them both forward and down. If it's too hard, you can extend one leg at a time. Now swim your legs extended forward. Now we bend the knees, lift the shoulders and extend the left leg, then lift and extend the right leg. The lower you drop the leg, the harder this exercise will be. Now we continue with the same thing, but we're trying to reach with the opposite elbow, the bended knee. The other leg is going forward. Now hands under the hips, press the knees towards the chest and then extend them towards the ceiling. We are targeting the lower abs here. Keep the legs up, lower them just a little bit down, and again swim the legs up and down. Only a few times. Lay down, straight legs. Lift the shoulders, drop one leg. Lift the shoulders, drop the other leg. With straight legs this time. Of course, you don't need to keep them super straight, as straight as you can. You can do the same thing while keeping your feet on the floor and extending forward one leg at a time. And we continue the same movement, only we will try to reach with the opposite elbow, the knee. Again, hands under the hips, bend the knees towards the chest, extend them towards the ceiling and then drop straight legs. Now bend again towards the chest, extend the legs towards the ceiling and then drop them slowly. Basically, we're combining the first exercise and the second exercise from those with knees towards the chest. We will do this 16 times. At all times, keep your lower back on the floor, hands under the hips. Now lift the shoulders from the floor, swim the legs while they're straightened towards the ceiling. Fast pace. Lay down. And now we hug the knees and lay all the way down, extending the arms above the head. Press the knees as closer to your chest as possible and lay down completely 16 times. Now hands under the knees, roll yourself up and then lay down a few times, keeping the hands under the knees. When you go up, try to keep the feet away from the floor. Now keep the boat. We will twist to the left and to the right side, each time going back to the center. You can do the same thing with feet on the floor. It's a bit easier, but again, it's effective for your waistline. Or lay all the way down and just lift the hips from the floor, bended knees. Now hands behind the neck, little pulses, shoulders up. Lay down, straight legs towards the ceiling, lift the hips. Now pulses again, lift the shoulders, keeping the legs straight. Now stay up, shoulders up, straight legs, drop them a little bit into canoe. If it's possible for you, extend the arms above the head. Hug your knees, feet on the floor, and lift into bridge pose. Stretch the abs. While keeping your hips up, bring the knees together and then open them 16 times. Now keep the hips up, drop them down and lift them up. Knees and feet apart from each other. Trying to use our glutes. So lift the hips as high as you can. Few more. Now lift them up, keep the bridge pose, few seconds. Lay down, hands under the knees, roll yourself up, extend both legs, straight back, try to reach the ankles or the toes. Stretching the back of our legs and also the lower back. Open the legs wide, or as wide as you can. Reach to one side, look up. Upper arm towards the ear. Change sides. Now try to reach with the opposite hand, pressing the chest towards the leg, changing sides. Press the chest to the center. Feet together, butterfly pose. Move the knees a little bit up and down. Step with one leg behind the knee, so left leg behind the right knee. Look back, twist, and press the knee a little bit with the opposite elbow. Straight back. Now changing sides. First, butterfly pose, feet together. Then stepping with the other leg behind the knee. Look back and twist. Press the opposite knee a little bit with your elbow. Now step, grab your ankles. Slowly go up, head should be last. Inhale and exhale. One more time. Inhale and exhale. And we're done with this workout.